wanted to talk to you today just about the anxiety that often is around our due date as we start to get closer to it. Oh, yeah. And especially that last month can be very brutal as we're just having some contractions, we're not sleeping well, we're sore, we're just ready to have this baby. And then as it starts to get closer, you start to realize they can come 2 weeks early, they can come 2 weeks late. You really don't know. And it's just such an emotional and mental battle. My first tip is really just to stay busy and don't put all of your focus just for like having a baby for a month, because that can be mentally and emotionally exhausting. Have some goals you want to achieve and have some things that you're excited to do. And you know what? If they don't happen because a baby came, great. But it's just important to have other goals set. And I find for me, I've kept pretty busy all the way up to my due date. And then pretty much as things are winding down and I'm like, okay, this is the last thing. Once this weekend, once this is over, then we can have a baby. And then it's like they tend to come like right before or like as soon as the weekend happens and I relax, it's like boom, the baby comes. And so I think just having things that we're looking forward to. I know like with Kaden, it was hard because I was going to take the kids to like this Aladdin on ice and we were going to this concert. It's like, this is the last thing that I want to take. And then we're ready. Oh, buddy. Shh. And then he came the day before and it ended up being Dallas took the kids. But you know what? Like I was disappointed that I missed it with Anya and Trevelyn. But at the end of the day, I was so thankful he was here. And I think it's just important to have things like that. Number 2 is just making sure you're staying active and stretching. If you're in pain, I would recommend going and seeing a physio. Hey, you. I would recommend going and seeing a physio. Physio has been huge for me with pain. I thought that was just part of pregnancy. And then I like eliminated it because of a physio visit and some stretches. So it's easy as you're getting bigger to just feel like you just want to sit on the couch all day. But I'd really recommend stay active because birth is a marathon. And so stay active, do your stretches, help to just keep everything relaxed and loose and healthy. Try to get out for a walk. Number 3 is just to ignore early labor because often we tend to get our labor and we'll have Braxton Hicks or some stronger contractions and then we think this is it. But the reality is that one, it actually starts coming. It's like they say not even to really call or come in until you're like 3 minutes apart for an hour. And so the reality is when it starts to come, you'll know. And so if you're getting some of that early labor and you're getting some contractions, waking up in the night, go back to sleep, get your rest, because if you every time you have a contraction, you think this is going to be it, you're going to be exhausted by the time the labor actually comes. So just ignore that early labor and just keep going on with your day until you know it's the real thing. You can just finish it off and I have more. My hands free. And then the 4th point is faith and prayer. Now, this one has been huge for me in terms of being a mom and having babies and raising kids. And that you can take those requests, you can take all those fears and you can lay them at the feet of Jesus. And the Bible says that not even a sparrow falls to the ground without him knowing. He has knit this baby together in your womb. He is sovereign, he has a purpose, and he cares about you. And so I really encourage you to just lay that burden, lay that anxiety before Jesus and give it to him. And then my number 5 tip is to just focus on other people. Often as we're getting close to having a baby, it's easy to think, I'm pregnant, I'm going to have this baby. And we get very introspective, thinking about ourselves and our emotions and how we're feeling. And so really just put the attention onto somebody else, focus on somebody else, give a friend a phone call, go out for coffee with someone, make something for somebody who's going through a hard time and look at the people around you and think about what they're going through, where they're at. There's always other people going through hard times, going through other things. So really just put the attention off yourself and think about others. Okay, so those are my 5 tips. You can check out some of my other videos here and I hope to see you in the next one. Big stretches. Are you waking up? Are you waking up? That was a short nap. You gonna say hi to everybody? Yeah?
Hit the like button, subscribe below. Oh.